Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. It is your boy Steven Scoots. I hope you all are having a great day today. Now for today's vlog, I want to talk a little bit about what is the most single reason, like the most best thing about riding a scooter. And I got some great opinion info on that. And you guys might agree with me, you might disagree with me, but you're here for a great video. Let's get into the warm up and then we can get into the talking session about everything. Wow, that session was freaking great. Got a good amount of tricks, got it in a good amount of time as well, and I didn't have to try too hard on them. I didn't have to do too many tries to land everything, which was freaking amazing, and I really enjoyed that session, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Single best thing about scootering, literally, I gotta tell you guys, there's no rules. So you can, I pretty much learned this not too long ago as well on a live stream, but you don't have to really focus on getting in a trick, you don't have to focus on getting out of a trick, you just can focus on holding that trick or trying that trick, figuring it out before you actually throw it, and making sure if it's flatland, you can do the balance points really good. If it's park, you just, either on a trampoline if you have that luxury, or you just try it at the skate park. You try to figure out that motion so you're able to get it down really correctly. And I do know that over literally it's almost for me 11 years now of riding, and my 5 years of YouTube anniversary is also coming up this month. So be looking out for a video on that day. It'll be more towards the ending of August. But I'm really hyped for you guys to see what I'm coming up with, what I'm going to be doing. On top of that, we got a lot of great things coming, but the best thing literally about scootering, literally about getting outside, go having fun, getting out your energy for the day, and even like this, literally, how do I put it? It's a workout. I come out here, and instead of which I do, either lift weights or go on runs, do some cardio, it's a great sport for getting your exercise outside. You could, spend an hour jogging, and maybe after that do an hour of riding, have some fun, just cruise around. Maybe if you want to learn tricks and stuff, there's no rules, so your progression is pretty much as much time as you put in. Literally, like I had to put in, if I had to count how many, like I wouldn't even know, because I started riding when I was in 6th grade, and it's been a crazy adventure, as I should say. But there's no rules, there's no coaches, you're literally pushing yourself in a way, unless you have friends or you're on a team and you have teammates and you guys are at the park, you guys are riding flat, a certain street spot, whatever the case may be. You literally are going against yourself in a way, but you're also trying to get better, improve, so you can also in a way like show up others like, hey, you might not be able to do this trick, but I'm able to. Hey, let me teach you, or let me show you how this can be done. And if you want, for the other person on the receiving end, you can be doing putting in your own style of flavor while you do that specific trick that person did, and you're literally leveling up yourself. And that's like really a super great thing, and I love it because no one's screaming at you, no one's yelling at you if you're doing it wrong or right. I mean, yes, there are rules and exceptions for certain and specific things, but overall, this is literally like the one funnest thing. It's action sports. It's literally going outside, riding, having fun, progressing, going against yourself. If it's, you know, trying to figure out a run for yourself, or trying to figure out new tricks, new styles, stuff that has not been invented or that only has been done a few times and not many people are able and or capable of doing. And that is one like really super amazing thing I love about the sport of freaking scootering. Now, another thing that I did want to let everyone know is whenever you're going out and you're doing whatever it is, if it's scootering or it's biking or it's flatland park, street, skateboarding, whatever the case may be, do what makes you happy, do what really, really makes you happy, and love every moment of it, especially the process. It's great when you're starting low, and it's great when you hit the tippy top, but always enjoy that middle part of you actually putting in the work, putting in the progress, going out, finding a spot, learning the tricks. I literally am still trying to figure out a lot of tricks, certain balance points, so on and so forth. There's a lot of stuff, you know, in my head, on my brain consistently with life that's off camera, especially if it's on camera, making videos, thinking of video ideas. That's one of possibly the most difficult things about YouTube, but I do love doing YouTube. I enjoy editing to an extent. I'm filming this video and I just seen a military helicopter go over the strip, which is very strange because I never see that. So that was like 3 seconds of me paying attention to right there, because I'm facing towards the strip and I seen that. That was really weird. But you guys weren't able to see that. I wasn't able to turn the camera fast enough. And the other thing that I wanted to say was about scootering is the funnest thing you can do at any point of the day. You don't have, unless, you know, it's like it's dark outside, but you have to find a spot that's like has light. And I do understand the situation because I'm in that situation right now as well. So it's like whenever the time I do have, even like, you know, after work, I come out and I try to figure out where to ride, if it's in my community, or I have to go travel down to the Las Vegas Strip, or I gotta go a mile away to a friend's house and find a basketball court that has lighting, and hopefully there's not many people around, because, you know, when you're really trying to focus on something that you are doing, that you're pushing, you really kind of have like no limits, and you just gotta figure out where you want to do it, and like what you want to do, and if you want people involved, if you don't want people involved. But literally, like, scootering is the funnest thing ever. It's funny, it's fun, I have a great time doing it. Usually everybody that gets on it and doesn't actually, they might ride a BMX bike or a skateboard, but whenever they do get the chance to come out and actually ride a scooter, it's really fun. I get like an excited feeling for them, because they get to come back on a scooter when they were like, oh man, 5 years ago, like I've ridden scooters, I did this and that, but then they're getting on doing tail whips and double tail whips and stuff, and it's really cool to see that people from back in the day when they first started, that certain people moved on to another sport bigger and better for them. Me, I'm sticking with scootering. I maybe in the future could dabble around when I do have the expenses, maybe for like a flatland BMX bike type thing, and try some flatland stuff. For me, in the beginning, I tried everything before scootering. I tried skateboarding. I was like decent, but I didn't learn tricks like that. Didn't really stick with me. Rollerblading didn't really stick with me. Biking, like I know a few tricks, but it didn't really stick with me to the highest level that I wanted to actually do freestyle tricks. And I didn't have the control over the bike and everything like that. Didn't have the money for, you know, a $2,000 really nice expensive bike, BMX bike, and all this type of stuff. So scootering stuck with me. I started off on the Razor A, and then after that went to one professional scooter from Walmart, and then after that go to scooter stores or anywhere around the world, order them online and stuff, figure out how to put them together, figure out which brands I like, what colors I like, what the measurements are, especially the measurements, so you have a very comfortable ride while you're riding, right? Overall, the main message I do want to get out is literally love scootering. And if you scooter and you watch my videos, hey, All I gotta say is literally put in as much work as you can to learn and figure out tricks. If you're also doing YouTube and you're also filming and or doing Instagram and doing photos, and you're asking me on how to get better, get more views, and etc. Literally put in the time. You gotta put in the time. Just like anything you love and you want to get really, really, really good at it, if you want to be the best, like the top 5 people in the world, then you have to literally try and work really, really hard for you to literally make the goal and the great decision of doing this as a career. And in the beginning, it might not, how do I put it? I haven't even experienced this at the moment yet, but in the beginning it does start off slow. You will not make as much, but I personally don't know because I haven't been at the highest top level. But from what I hear from other professionals that have started and they got to that beginning part, they are telling me that in the beginning, yes, it's slow. You don't get like a ton of money and this and that. Like there's a lot to go into it. There's a lot of work. It's months and months and months of work. It's literally hours and hours of writing, learning tricks. If it's filming, you have to figure out like camera stuff. You have to figure out the angles. You have to figure out the position you need to be in. If it's a low angle, high angle, mid angle. If you're zooming in, zooming out. If you have good editing, not good editing. You literally just have to put in the time and put in the patience, and overall it will turn out to be great. But you literally just gotta be patient, work really hard, and you will get to that point. And that's how I did. I'm literally just about to be doing almost 11 years now, and it's really wild to know that. Yeah, I've been doing this for 11 years almost. Wow. Time does fly by, but the hours I put in, the stress I went through and everything, it's turning out good for the long end, and I hope to see myself at a bigger point in the future. Hopefully within the 1 to 2 years I could be at a whole other ball game than I am right now. But just pushing your hardest, trying your hardest, putting in that work, putting in that time, grinding out. There will be sacrifices you might have to make along the ways, but depending on the situation, make the appropriate decision for you and whoever's around you and for the future. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you to every single person that has come here, that has listened to me throughout all my videos. I hope you guys do enjoy every single bit and ounce of energy and time that I do spend on this. I know my vlogs are not the craziest, but I do try my very, very best, and I do try to put in as many hours as I can on this scooter. And I would like to know, when this flatland competition ends up, who is going to be the top 5 flatland riders in the world, like the best. And me, in my opinion, and I don't know how you feel about this, but in my opinion, in the thing, I feel like I might go in the top 5 in the world. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but out of everyone in the world that's actually doing flatland, that's actually pushing hard, like, there's a lot of really talented riders out there, and I'm not pushing you guys in any way, shape, or form, but all I want to say is I feel like I could be one of the top 5 flatland riders in the world. But all we're gonna have to see is when competition day comes and the ending of it, and what the run scores are gonna be, because it's great to be on camera and to ride and do everything that you're trying, but when you're in that run, you're with the crowd, you got cameras on you, you got mates around the world like watching you. There's a lot of pressure on your shoulders and everything, but putting out a great run, getting a great score, and also just being unique at your riding, that's just one of the biggest things. Just be very unique at your riding and do the best you can, and hopefully I can score in the top 5. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We will see when the time comes in the upcoming months. But all I gotta say is I'm working hard each and every second of the day. I do have time to come out and ride. Some days I don't, but I try my best. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay positive, peace out, have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Laters.